I want to thank you all for staying so late and hanging out with us. I appreciate everyone who shared. Particularly, even though he's not here, was touched by Neil's poetry, because I feel like in a lot of ways I write from a African-American perspective, and sometimes there's a stigma I feel that's attached to it. So much of what I write, now it's always like I'm defending my stance in America as who I, for who I am. And he said it, and as a white man saying it, I really appreciated that, because I think we get stigmatized. I work for the Boston Public School Systems, but got laid off. And so this piece is called Turn Around Schools Work, with a question mark. Okay? If you don't know, that's when the state takes over the school system and tries to implement all these things. So this is some of what I've said. Sorry?
We got it here in the Bedford High, they just did it here.
Yep.
See? So you understand what I'm saying, and I debate on whether it actually really works or not. When in Boston we have 57,000 students, 87% of those students are students of color, and we have less than 6% black male teachers, and they let me go.
That's right.
Just a tidbit. Our fast-paced society lives for the love of material wealth, slowly dying for little and nothing, puffing, killer cigs and exotic weeds, young wheezies huffing, immature asthmatics huffing, sugar fanatics, greedy gluttons, addicted to greasy fried foods, Bluetooth devices, and remote-controlled buttons. Pre-recorded programming is jamming 94.5% of our airwaves. Star Trekking, the next generation of teenagers are disengaged, misinformed, misled, and ass out. N-I-G-G-A-S, spelled backwards, is sagging. In 2014, I can't believe black boys would ever wear skinny jeans. America's next muffin top model is recently morbidly obese. Women dependent on surgical implants. Men, male performance enhancing drugs. Children text message their emotions. SMH. Lacking the embrace of a single parent's hug. They are snubbed by their elders. Our children get a raw deal. They got party animals for parents clubbing them over the head. The fate of our babies concealed. They are suffering, bluffing, poker-faced class clowns. Flip Wilson said the cost of living is going up, but the chance of living is going down. Dysfunctional educational systems in 50 United States. Achievement gaps widen, higher dropout rates, standardized testing, bullies rule, shootings in public schools. Instead of pushing up daisies, flourish little flowers, but the sweetness of the Cabbage Patch Kid has evolved into something more sour. Smell their innocence rot as it wafts from underneath the garbage pail lids. Taste the tang of a child's hope explode, then fizzle like their pops rocking back and forth in jail cells doing bids. Follow the flux of a student's footsteps, unprotected sex, another child left behind, school to prison pipelines that were systematically designed. You don't believe me? You want proof? Well, here's more. The number of prisons being built is based on third-grade reading scores. There's peer pressure, trash, broken bottles of brandy, crackheads smoking what looks like white, hard candy. Mandatory uniforms, the need to conform. Come on, rising sons and daughters. What's going on? Think critically. Break down the subliminal messages that have been ingrained into the tiny crevices of our brains. In the folds of inflation's increases are ticker-taped confetti pieces made from the 1%'s old money. Now, the world is only funny to comedians. Pointing the finger is mute because sometimes things fall apart and the data just doesn't compute. You gotta pull your